now, Bob Elliott and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network. Hello, everybody. Isn't this a beautiful day and a new week, and we're refreshed and ready to start the year with a bang. Well, we've had our first weekend in 1960, and we're over it, and here we are, all set to roll. We have a busy program today. We don't want to talk too much about the holidays recently passed because I guess maybe the subject is over. Hi, tonight. Yes, good. So then, I think probably if we get to our first feature, all right, we can do this day.
What can I say, dear? After I say I'm sorry.
Welcome to the Bob and Ray Beg Your Pardon show, and we think we've done it again. That's right. As serious and responsible reporters of the current scene, we should have been more careful. See, about 2 weeks ago, we included a shopping tip in one of our radio broadcasts. We said we knew of a place where a person could purchase a deck of Marquette cards. We thought Marquette was the name of the playing card manufacturer, but it wasn't. The word was mispronounced. It should have been pronounced Mark. That's right, Mark Card. So we have some apologizing to do to the gentleman seated here, and we might as well get to it. He bought several decks without realizing they were Mark cards, and can you ever forgive us, Mr. Earl? Or is that Carl? Mr. Carl Eubank.
What can I say, dear? After I say I'm fine.
Well, it's all right. We all make mistakes.
Well, when was it first realized that the cards were marked? Could you tell us that?
Well, it was at our regular Wednesday night poker game.
Mm-hmm.
Which game was at my house. I think the discovery was made about 10:15.
By whom, Mr. Eubank?
I think George Hacker was the first to notice.
Yeah.
He was a big loser that night, and he was moaning and groaning about it. Well, I started to deal a hand. George jumped up and shouted, "These cards are marked." And all the guys piled on me and started whacking me around.
Well, I guess you know, by the looks on us, that we're pretty sorry about this, Mr. Eubank. What happened right at that point?
Well, he had eggs, too, so
Yeah.
Well, I got up off the floor, and I was in pretty bad shape. I got off the floor, and I said to George, I got a crab plate.
No, I'll put yourself together, because we do want to apologize publicly and make everything in place for us.
I said to George, these are not marked cards, they're Marquette cards.
Well, what happened then?
Well, he jumped all over me again, and by this time the whole poker group was screaming, and the cards were marked.
Yeah. Well, it must have been rough, I can imagine.
Well, it sure was. And then I told him once more. The cards were not marked, I said. They were Marquette.
And were you thrown to the floor again, Mr. Eubank,
Well,
at
at
that
this
point?
time, I guess they were tired of pummeling me around. Instead, they went through the house, tearing curtains, knocking over vases,
Uh-huh.
smashing furniture, and they left after they'd done about $2,700 worth of damage.
Well, that certainly was more than you bargained for. What did you do then, Mr. Eubank?
Well, I thought there had to be some reason for their acting the way they did, so I took a good look at the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, they were marked.
Could you tell us just how they were marked, so we'll know?
Well, there was a house on the back of each card, but on some of the houses, the door was open,
Yeah.
and on others, the door was shut.
Mm-hmm.
Some houses had smoke coming out of the chimney, and others didn't. As a matter of fact, some of the houses didn't have chimneys at all.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was this pathway leading to the house. And on some
Well,
of
I
the
think we understand how that could work. What did you do when you made this discovery, Mr. Eubank?
Well, Mr. Elliott, I'm not a dishonest man, so I got on the phone and I called George Hacker. I told him he'd been right. The cards were marked.
Well, good. I guess that straightened things out, didn't it?
No. Well, after I admitted to him on the phone that the cards were marked, he rounded up the gang and they all came back to my house. They did about another $1,200 worth of additional damage.
You certainly had a real bad time of it, Mr. Eubank. No doubt of that. And I'd just like to tell you how really miserable we feel about all that's happened. I don't know how we could have made a mistake like that. And for your appearance on the show today, we'd like you to have a little gift, a deck of Marquette playing cards. Here you are. You didn't need to do that, Mr. Eubank. Just trying to be nice to you. He just had to, Bob. He had to get it out of his system, I guess. Say, this is the time for another celebrity spotlight, and our guest is Barry Moore. Is that right? Moore, has anyone ever kidded you about your name? Or...
Well, yes, that's the point. Barry Moore, see?
Yeah.
Barry Moore. I even met Mr. Moore one time, and you know what he said?
No?
Quite a coincidence, he said.
Well, yes, almost.
See, there's only one letter difference.
Yeah, I know.
Moore and, I mean, Moore is the same, yes, but between Barry and Gary, it's one letter.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, anything about my hair?
Yes, it's in the shape of a bow tie, and then you have a crew cut.
No, my hair is crew cut, and the necktie is a bow.
Well, anyway, it's too bad.
Well, you see, I follow his show quite a bit.
Well, you do? What show is that?
The Gary Moore radio
the show you follow him.
No, I don't follow him. I mean, I listen to him.
You know, I'm awfully sick today, but do you have something to say here? We should say it.
Well, sometimes I think Durwood Kirby gets sick.
What I'm saying,
And the show becomes the Gary and Barry Moore show, see?
Sir, you know you've taken up much too much time.
I think I
Gary
have,
Moore's on the CBS radio network Monday through Friday.
Right.
Good. That's the point right there. That's all.
Good night, Mr. Moore. Good night. Look out, there's a Mr. Eubanks standing outside. Madder and a wet.
And now, boys and girls, it's time to go visit the laboratory down cellar, belonging to the one and only Mr. Science.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Science in my laboratory down cellar. Ready to teach little Jimmy Schwab from next door something about science. Jimmy just came through the door.
holy cash, Mr. Science. It's good to see you.
Did you have a nice Christmas?
Oh, boy, Wally. Wait till I tell that kid at school I was back down here in your cellar this time. Hey.
You haven't been into my apple cider, have you, Jimmy?
No, I haven't.
What did you get for Christmas, could you tell us?
Well, I got a lot of nice things, Mr. Science, but the favorite one is the thing I'm wearing. Notice it? It's a fedora.
Why, it's a fedora hat you're wearing there, Jimmy. Let me look at that. You haven't creased it at all yet, have you?
No, I don't know how to go about that, Mr. Science. Holy cat.
Well, maybe we could show you here in our scientific laboratory.
Wally, wait till I tell that kid at school you showed me how to block a fedora.
Well, see, the hat as it is now is just as it came from the blocker.
I'm sorry.
I say, the hat as it is now is just as it came from the blocker. You'd have to have a pretty knob-shaped head to wear it this way, Jimmy.
Wait till I tell the kids at school you have a knob-shaped head.
No, I didn't mean that. I mean, we've got to crease it to make it look smart and sharp.
Oh, yeah. Gee,
Now, let me see that fedora, Jimmy.
Yes.
First of all, you hold the hat in the left hand this way, like so. Then, with your right hand,
Yeah, like that?
with the edge of your palm, you just plump it down in the middle, see?
Gosh, you're Rudy. Wait till I show the kids at school this new fedora, all straight.
Wait, that isn't all, Jimmy. Now then, you crimp the two front points like this. Oh, sorry.
Mr. Science.
Went right through the
That's
fedora
my
there.
Christmas present.
Well, I think
would
it
tell
can
my
be...
father about you.
I think your mother can sew it up, Jimmy.
What? Dry up, you big windbag.
And so we leave the laboratory of Mr. Science. Bob, this is my dandruff day, isn't it?
Monday, yes.
Thank you very much. Well, friends, you introduce you? Would you please? Reginald Davenport. No, you're Reginald Davenport Jr. His my real name.
His way.
Oh. Well, you know, that's about the weakest introduction.
Here's Ray.
Anyway, friends, if you've had embarrassing dandruff for years, you can get rid of it now in 3 minutes. And that's all it takes with Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. Yes, unsightly dandruff gone in 3 minutes with Fitch. The quickest, easiest of all leading shampoos. And what's more, using Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away, too. Now, all you do is this. You apply in the unique Fitch manner before you wet hair. Rub in for 1 minute. Now, this way, Fitch shampoo penetrates right down to the scalp. Next, add water and lather 1 minute to wash every trace of dandruff out of your hair. Then, you rinse 1 minute. And all that loosened dandruff goes down the drain. Now, in 3 minutes with Fitch, 1 rubbing, 1 lathering, and 1 rinsing, dandruff's gone. At the same time, a gentle Fitch can leave your hair up to 35% brighter. To get rid of dandruff problems forever, frighten hair too, use Fix regularly. Get Fix Dandruff Remover Shampoo today. Only 59 cents.
Now round the corner and up your street comes your friendly poet-philosopher, Charles. To dip once again and for the first time in this year 1960 into his dusty, tattered manuscript to bring up something for reminiscence, a poem of romance or memory. Here again is Charles.
Hello there. We walked by the wall in your garden, and I held your hand in mine, and the delightful scent of June roses.
Charles, come on. You've only begun.
We walked together by the wall of your garden, and I held your hand in mine, and the spicy scent of June roses wafted over the fading twilight.
Give him a chance, audience. Give him a chance.
Give me a chance, audience. I walked by the wall.
Oh, come on, he's trying.
We walked by the wall.
Say goodbye, Charles.
Goodbye, everyone. Till the next time. So long.
And there, wending his way around the corner and down your street, goes Charles, your friendly poet-philosopher.
Okie-doke. We have a few seconds remaining here that I think maybe we could cover some of the more important items that we haven't had time to cover before. Those of you who have sent food to Bob and Ray, we're very grateful. Again, during this past mail rush, as you know, many of them have arrived in rather gamey condition. Not entirely due, of course, to the slow delivery, but some of it because of the wrong postage.
Especially the fudge, fellows.
The fudge and some of the fruitcake and panucci has arrived in very gamey condition. So just a reminder to you all to put enough postage on it.
Also, if you want to get on the mailing list, the Bob and Ray mailing list for 1960, be sure you get your card into us here at CBS Radio, 485 Madison Avenue, New York.
And we'll see if you can qualify for our mailing list. Well, we'll say so long to you now in just 10 seconds.
Want me to say it?
Yeah, will you do the so long first?
Okay, so long and so long.
Terrific. Until tomorrow, this is Ray Goulding reminding you to write as you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumb.
Your March of Dimes Dollars fight birth defects too. This is the CBS Radio Network.